Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, April 13, 2026. In the headlines, Grenadians urged not to participate in malicious banking scams. Police investigate reported assault near SGU campus. Saraka highlights culture, tradition and community spirit in Grenada. Month-long solidarity campaign in support of Cuba to begin tomorrow. Swim Week surpasses target as Grenada's efforts to build a nation of swimmers continues. Also in the news, regionally, Pigeon Point tragedy sparks call for jet ski reform. Internationally, Donald Trump vows to blockade Strait of Hormuz following collapse of U.S.-Iran talks. Plus in the sports news, 6-wicket haul against St. Lucia by Chanel Hilaire ensures a victory for Grenada in Windward Islands Under-19 Championship.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
I'm Kenroy Baptiste with Network News. Thanks for joining us. The National Cyber Security Incident Response Team is warning Grenadians to refrain from engaging with malicious banking tech scams. Shania McIntosh has more details.
The National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, CSIRT, is warning citizens about a surge in fraudulent text messages targeting mobile phone users across the country. According to CSIRT, the messages appear to come from local banks and are being sent from what look like legitimate local phone numbers. However, officials say these messages are part of a scam designed to trick recipients into clicking malicious links. Once clicked, the links prompts users to enter sensitive personal and financial information, which can then be accessed by hackers. Coordinator for CSIRT, Jarvis Dabrio, is urging members of the public who may have received these messages to report them immediately to their respective financial institution. He also advises that the numbers be blocked to prevent further contact.
But we have to admit that over the last 24 hours, while some have been already taken down, we have found new numbers pushing the messages. So the general public is reminded, should something like this come on your phone, contact the bank directly. Check your online banking app. You do not need to interact with any link or so in a text message.
Authorities are reminding citizens to remain vigilant and avoid clicking on suspicious links or sharing personal information through unsolicited messages. As investigations continue, authorities are calling on the public to remain cautious, emphasizing that awareness is key in the fight against digital threats. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
Consolidated Contractors Company Caribbean, Inc. says the Cliff Road project is nearing completion. The company says it has all the necessary materials to have the road motorable by the end of this month. Reporter Deidre Seeley has more details.
Nelson Luizon, Managing Director of Consolidated Contractors Company Caribbean Incorporated, CCCCI, says the company aims to have the Cliff Road motorable by the end of April. The team is now completing the first layer of asphalt laid from the Woodlands Junction up to the Toby Road intersection. Luizon says the second layer will be laid and a roundabout will be marked out at the Woburn intersection in the coming days.
We're filling in here, coming up here, the first layer of asphalt, so that we can move the traffic to this side and make room for the building of the sidewalk on the other side of the road.
Luizon described some of the adjustments made over the course of the project. For example, he said the road was realigned to reduce costs and avoid the land acquisition process.
The original design would have to remove all these big walls and end up almost in the people's house. So as engineers, we made a recommendation to realign the road in keeping with reducing costs and reducing the question of some of the land acquisition.
The project, which commenced in May 2024, was set to be complete within a 14-month period. Setbacks affecting the delivery timeline reportedly stemmed from continued delays in the provision of the approved asphalt mix and the placement of the backfill material and base course. Luizon said the company anticipates that the road will now be motorable by the end of this month, provided the weather remains favorable. He says CCCCI is well equipped to make this happen.
If the weather holds, we should be on time. We have all our materials that we need. We are not short on asphalt and bitumen. We have all our stocks in our asphalt plant, and therefore we do not have these delays. Okay?
Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
Other news, the Royal Grenada Police Force is actively investigating an alleged assault which occurred near the SGU campus. Shania McIntosh has this report.
The reported assault involving a student at St. George's University has raised fresh concerns about personal safety in the Lansapine area. According to an official alert issued through the university's safety system, the incident occurred shortly after 11 p.m. on Friday, April 10th. The student reported that she was physically assaulted while walking her dog near a construction site past the university club. The suspect is described as a masked man approximately 6 feet tall. No further details have been released. The student was able to resist the attack and safely returned to her residence. The matter was immediately reported to campus authorities, and both university safety patrols and the Royal Grenada Police Force responded promptly. The incident remains under active investigation by the university and the Royal Grenada Police Force. Meanwhile, concerned citizen Jude Bernard is urging vigilance, particularly among women. Bernard stated that while Grenada continues to be regarded as a safe country, there are individuals who may not have the capacity to control their actions.
SGU has done a lot to enhance that feeling of safety. Residents have done their part by installing cameras.
He emphasized that females should remain alert and aware of their surroundings, warning of potential predators and encouraging precautionary measures when moving about, especially at night. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
All right, so the question is not if Grenada will produce hydrocarbons, it's when. You see, the words of Gilbert Yevi, lead consultant of Grenada's Hydrocarbon Technical Working Group at Caribbean Week. Of course, he's been speaking to the gathering. The Grenada Hydrocarbon Technical Working Group delivered a promising presentation outlining the country's official offshore energy potential, supported by findings from an extensive basin study. With rising energy prices driven by conflict in the Middle East, Grenada's energy security is becoming increasingly important. Grenada's presentation featured a regulatory and fiscal framework designed to attract investors while ensuring transparency. During the conference, Grenada also reportedly held introductory meetings with international and national oil companies, reflecting interest in the country's homegrown energy sector. Officials say Grenada has plans to issue requests for proposals to qualified investors between the fourth quarter of 2026 and the first quarter of 2027. We can tell you too, a highlight of Grenada's presentation was the development of human capacity. According to a release issued after the conference, Grenadians are already being recruited to fill jobs in the sector. Grenada's team also emphasized environmentally responsible and socially conscious exploration practices underpinned by a commitment to sustainability. The Caribbean Energy Week conference brought together regional leaders, energy investors, and industry stakeholders in Suriname from March 30 to April 1, 2026. Coming up in Network News, Grenada and Cuba celebrate diplomatic ties with Solidarity Campaign. Plus, Cultural Foundation embarks on Cultural Awareness Initiative. We'll be back.
What if growing your savings came with more flexibility and more rewards? Introducing the Ariza Advantage account from Ariza Credit Union. Earn 3.5% interest per year with a minimum first deposit of just EC $10,000. Enjoy a 5-year fixed term, unlimited deposits, no monthly fees, and added loan security. Plus exclusive Advantage member privileges, priority services, special offers, and more. Get the Ariza Advantage. This is the Ariza Promise. Better value, better service, members first. Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
Go paperless with e-billing. Get your Grenlec bills straight to your email inbox with myaccount.grenlec.com. Sign in to myaccount.grenlec.com, where you'll be directed to the home screen. Under additional options and paperless billing, hit Sign Up. Enter the email where you'd like to receive your bills. Check the accounts you want, then click Sign Me Up. It's that easy. Your bills now come straight to your email inbox. Paper bills end April 30th, 2026.
As we look ahead to 2026, we're committed to elevating Grenada's presence on the global stage. Our integrated tactical focus includes media relations, travel trade engagement, sales activation, and digital campaigns. These efforts are designed to ensure visibility and establish leadership in our niche pillar marketing. We invite you to join us on this journey by supporting our initiatives and sharing the beauty of our Tri-Island state with the world. Together, we can make 2026 a year of growth and success for our islands. Whether you're a local stakeholder, a travel enthusiast, or someone who simply loves Grenada, your involvement is crucial to our success. Thank you for your continued support. Let's make 2026 a year to remember.
Life isn't one size fits all. Take me, for example. I like my suits well fitted. Getting a loan should feel like buying a suit. That's why financing at Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited is made to fit everyone. Introducing the Made to Fit loan, financing tailored to your needs. Get 100% financing to buy or build your home, purchase land, or get that brand new car. Plus, get up to $50,000 unsecured. And to make sure your loan fits, Co-op Bank is trimming your loan fees by 50% and covering 30% of your legal fees.
Oh yeah, nice.
Don't adjust your life to fit a loan. Get a loan that fits your life. Visit us online or stop by any retail banking unit today. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home. When the day's done, there's only one place to be, jumping up. April April 25th and 26th, the Kirani James Athletic Stadium comes alive. It's the Classic Lighting Communal Credit Union Invitational Games, the final showdown. Come witness all clubs battle for glory one last time. Gather your posse, take your stand, and jump up for Bankers Association, Hubbards, DG-Cell, Huggins, Grenlec, Nawasa, Prisons, Police, Busmen, and Flow. This is rivalry. This is passion. This is Grenada on fire. April 25th and 26th. Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Don't miss it.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Grenada, we are back. Our senior women's national team returns to the pitch for a massive CONCACAF W qualifier, and they need your power behind them. Tuesday, April 14th, Kirani James Athletics Stadium, Grenada versus Cayman Islands. Kickoff 5 p.m. This is national pride. This is passion. This is the road to glory. Tickets, adults just at $25, children $10, and kids under 12 get in free. Get your tickets now at gotofet.com or at these outlets: Chucky's Bar, Grenadian Optical, St. George's, and Spiceland Mall. GFA office. Bring your flags, bring your voice, and come support our Grenada women's national team as they battle for victory. Follow the journey on social media at Grenada Football Association. Grenada versus Cayman Islands, April 14th, 5 p.m. Be there and stand with Team Grenada.
Life's about to pop. I wanna play with cash pop. Life's about to pop. Oh yeah, with cash pop. Pick your number 1 to 50. See your price right when you play. 5 jars a day, come win easy. Cash pops. One number, that's all you need. Win up to 2,500 indeed. Life's about to pop. I wanna play with cash pop.
Must be 18 or older to play. NLA supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
St. David! Bless done, no! It's been a while, and now we're back in a big way! How big? We're talking $40,000 in cash money bingo big! And it's all going down Saturday, April 18th, inside Mall Mount Plainfield. Get your tickets now, only $35 for one, or $60 for two. Make it a date. Mall Mount Plainfield, Saturday, April 18th. St. David's, we're back! Bless done, no!
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
A Cuba Solidarity Support Program will officially begin on Tuesday as Grenada and Cuba celebrate 47 years of diplomatic ties. Shania McIntosh has more details.
Grenadians are being encouraged to show their support for Cuba through a national solidarity campaign set to launch from Pier 57 on Tuesday. The launch coincides with the 47th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the two countries. The month-long initiative runs from April 14th to May 14th. It aims to assist Cuba as it continues to face the impact of the United States economic blockade. Organizers say the campaign will focus on collecting financial contributions and essential supplies, particularly for the health and energy sectors. President of the Committee of Grenadian Graduates in Cuba, Dr. Malachi Doughton, is calling for a strong public response.
We are hoping that there will be a massive turnout. We will launch the humanitarian initiative for Cuba tomorrow at 7 p.m.
A series of activities, including solidarity breakfasts, dinners, concerts, and collection drives, will be held to encourage participation. The initiative also highlights Grenada's appreciation for Cuba's long-standing support in areas such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure, including the construction of Maurice Bishop International Airport. Officials say the campaign reflects Grenada's continued commitment to international cooperation and solidarity. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
Well, the rich cultural heritage of Grenada was on full display at the recently held Saraka celebration. One of the major highlights was the judging of traditional trays and the symbolic eating of food on banana leaves. Christina John reports.
Head Judge Ian Charles explained that the judging process focused on authenticity, presentation, and the cultural significance of each tray, reflecting the deep roots of the tradition.
So the criteria for the judging of the trays basically deals with the traditional aspect of the Saraka. So you go with the flowers, you must have the bougainvillea, in terms of the dumplings, the male and the female, and I guess this is something that is new to me. And then you must have the rolled rice, you must have the rolled cuckoo, and along the traditional elements, the rum, the red cloth, you must have a variety of meats. I must say it was a wonderful display, and it's very cultural, and from a culinary standpoint it brings you right back to the motherland, so that in itself was a wonderful experience.
Adding further insight, Preston Andrew, a spiritual Baptist bishop and cultural practitioner, shared his knowledge on the meaning and origin of Saraka as an African-driven tradition.
When it comes to Saraka, I am now hearing the word Salaka. Saraka would be the Thanksgiving aspect, whereas the Salaka aspect of it is going to be the spiritual aspects of things. If you pay attention to what's going on now, they're judging the trees. In times gone by, when a tree is prepared, after it is judged, it was taken to the river or to the sea for an offering to the deity, be it Yemonjo or Ushun, Erile, the Egbe, or Moso Ibeji. Now, the tray is judged and the food is shared. So that is one of the things that is losing its cultural significance.
He also offered recommendations to the Grenada Cultural Foundation, suggesting additional measures to help safeguard and pass on the tradition to future generations.
We must pay attention to anything that is African. We deem it negative, bad, or on the dark side of things. However, if we accept who we are as black people, then we would not be afraid to showcase who we are, whether it be culturally or spiritually. So this Saraka has both a spiritual and cultural aspect to it, and I think because they do not want to demonize it, they would have hide the significance behind the culture, and this is why it is so commercialized now, and we are losing the sound and grounding aspects of what it really is. One of my advice is let the Cultural Foundation meet with a spiritualist or people who truly understand what this is and not commercialize it, but more so bring it back to its true, authentic Saraka.
Patrons attending the event also spoke with the news team, sharing their understanding of Saraka, also known as Salaka, and why they continue to support the celebration year after year. Many pointed to its cultural significance, sense of community, and opportunity to reconnect with the ancestral roots. The event continues to serve as an important platform for cultural expression, education, and the preservation of Grenada's African heritage. Christina John, GBN News.
Grenada Cultural Foundation has embarked on an initiative to further promote cultural awareness. Christina John has more.
Grenada is taking steps to deepen public understanding and appreciation of its rich cultural heritage as the Grenada Cultural Foundation embarks on the development of a new research document aimed at educating citizens. Chief Executive Officer Livingston Nelson shared details of the initiative during the Saraka event held in Riverside on Friday. Explained that the document will compile important historical and cultural information to help preserve and promote Grenada's tradition.
So it is Saraka, it is Salaka. For this part of the island, we say the word Salaka. The Cultural Foundation has embarked on a series of research, and the root word, the etymological word that was used by our ancestors is Salaka. So this year we are working alongside with all the various committees, Riverside, La Poetry, to recognize the word Salaka. But the word is basically interchangeable. It means the same thing, thanksgiving. A time when we give praises to our ancestors, when we say thanks to for a wonderful harvest. And again, we look forward for a better harvest. And if it was not so good, we look for a better harvest again.
The event itself attracts large crowds from across the island, offering a vibrant showcase of traditional foods, cultural performances, and community spirit in a lively and welcoming atmosphere. Nelson also highlighted the origins of the Salaka tradition, noting how it has evolved over the years.
Now, what used to happen, the date was called, and when the date was called, some people said they would go around and ball the date. But the date was called, people would contribute, and the villagers would contribute provision, yard fall, goat, sheep, pigs, to the cooking. Those that didn't have those things, they would go for the firewood, they would bring the water, they would help set up tent, or anything like that. And then on the cooking, the children were fed first. So the children were fed on leaves because at that time we had to get there were a lot of plates, so we had plates. There was a lot of plates, sorry. So we serve on leaves, and the children would eat mainly on blogger leaves. There would be a prayer, there would be a libation, there would be washing of the hand, they would get tardy.
Acknowledging that some aspects of the event have become more commercialized in recent years, he stressed that this has strengthened the foundation's resolve to educate the public on its true cultural significance.
I think we recognize that. That is why we do two things. One, as I said, the educational aspect of it, so letting people know about it. Secondly, we want to preserve the eating on the leaves, the judging of the trays. We want to show the community involvement. Yeah, so we try to maintain some aspect of communal unity in what we support as the Grenada Cultural Foundation. Yeah, while we cannot stop that, we are trying to do what we can in the areas we have influence by producing the documents so people have an idea of what is really a Salaka, and secondly, supporting those that come close to being traditional as much as possible.
The initiative forms part of broader efforts to ensure that Grenadian culture is preserved, understood, and passed on to future generations. Christina John, GBN News.
All right, time for this evening's GBN I Saw.
A good eye catches all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
In Palmy St. John, a dramatic scene unfolded along the coastline as fishermen hoarded their nets after a day at sea. Let's have a look on GBN ISO. As the catch was brought ashore, a flock of birds swooped in, swarming the nets in a frantic bid to snatch an easy meal. The birds circled overhead before diving repeatedly, creating a flurry of wings and movement around the fishermen. And despite the commotion, the fishermen themselves continued their work, carefully pulling in their catch while fending off the persistent birds. The moment captured the raw interaction between nature and daily life in Grenada's fishing communities, where both man and wildlife depend on the sea. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. That's for GBN ISO.
After the break, Grenada's efforts to build a nation of swimmers continues to gain momentum as Swim Week surpasses target. Back in a moment.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you ride me, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you ride me, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X. You cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Something big is coming.
On April 10th, freedom takes center stage. Are you ready to live free? It all begins April 10th.
Right Choice Promotion presents Lyrics and Laughter, the ultimate pre-Mother's Day show. It's coming to the Grenada Trade Center on Sunday, May the 3rd from 5 p.m. Get ready for an evening of non-stop comedy, sweet Caribbean vibes, and pure entertainment. From Trinidad and Tobago, the funniest man in the region, Errol Fabian.
She said not even my shoes, I said no.
Humorous Calypsonians, Trinidad Rio.
Going back to basics.
And the Calypso princess herself, Kareen Ashen. From the Spice Isle, 2 decades of legend, Randy Isaac, Little Reds, plus local comedy king, Robert White, Dillian Walters, Fat Man George, and Kareem Alexis. Delivering lyrical mastery, 11-time Calypso Monarch scholar. All backed by the Heatwave Band. With special musical treats from Lyndon Langdon on sax and Jelani Moses on violin. It's lyrics, it's laughter, it's music, it's vibes. Tickets just $75. Available now at gotofed.com and other outlets island-wide. Treat mom, treat your partner, treat yourself. Lyrics and laughter. Sunday, May the 3rd, 5 p.m. Grenada Trade Center. Don't miss it.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Grenada's efforts to build a nation of swimmers continues to gain momentum, with this year's Easter Swim Week surpassing expectations across the board. Janelle Dick has been speaking with organizers.
Are you okay? Wake up, wake up. Okay, if they don't wake up, they're unconscious.
The Get Grenada Swimming Initiative is reporting more than 800 participants for its 2026 Easter Swim Week, an increase of 200 swimmers over last year. Lessons were conducted across a range of environments, including swimming pools, rivers, and beaches, giving participants a well-rounded introduction to water safety and swimming techniques. A standout success story came from Carriacou, where the program nearly didn't happen. Organizers say just 2 days before the start, however, 2 instructors traveled aboard the Osprey to ensure the island was included. The result? A record 55 swimmers in Carriacou, the highest ever for the program there. The initiative also benefited from the support of 14 international volunteers who helped deliver training across multiple locations. In addition to swim lessons, organizers hosted hands-on CPR training at Camahon Park, equipping participants with critical life-saving skills both in and out of water. Organizers say the program's continued growth reflects increasing public awareness and strong community support as more Grenadians recognize the importance of water safety. Those interested in continuing lessons can access free weekly lessons at 10 locations across Grenada held on Saturdays. Details are available on the program's website, getgrenadaswimming.com. The next swim week, sponsored by Sandals, is already scheduled for July 6th to 10th, with organizers looking to expand participation even further.
Go back inside my neck, or go by back here, go down my neck. All right, everyone do that with me on your neck. Just 2 fingers, just touch your...
For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
Stay with us. We'll be back to report the sports news.
First home? Need to replace what stopped working? Ready for an upgrade? Now is the time to shop at Quartz. Get a free gift with purchase on select appliances and 20% off matching bedroom pieces. Shop mattresses for the comfort you need. Plus, save on furniture, dining, and large screen TVs. Get what you need at Quartz. And when they ask, say, I got it at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. Comprehensive bowling by the Grenadian bowlers led by Jamel Hilaire gave Grenada the edge as the team rebounded from the first game loss to host and defending champion Dominica. In the second match over the weekend, Jamel Hilaire bowled Grenada to a spectacular win with a 6-wicket haul against St. Lucia in the Windward's Under-19 Championships. Grenada's choice to bat first in the 35-over-side encounter was justified as they overcame last year's runners-up St. Lucia with a special victory. After posting 123, Grenada knew they would need something special to restrict St. Lucia's batting lineup. Jamel Hilaire's sensational 6 wickets for 26 runs were just what the doctor ordered. Hilaire, who plays locally for Tivoli Cricket Club and the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, was also instrumental in a run-out for the 9th wicket before sweeping the last wicket to add to his tally. Hilaire took the game on his shoulders, first dismissing Tyler Venner with the score on 74 for 3 before raging through the middle and lower orders. With pressure from his colleague spinner Aravinda Bishop, Hilaire took the remaining wickets to restrict St. Lucia to 103 all-out when they needed just 21 runs from 75 balls.
The no striker, of course, Emmanuel is on strike. Driving straight to man and he's caught! Oh, caught! Hillier from the Indian River end. And it's pulled! Castled! Grenada! And he has taken his 5 out. So the game has swung slightly in the favor of Grenada.
It's a good thing for your team, really. When you have the guys coming down the lower order, can stay there and frustrate you sometimes.
And that's modern cricket.
Yeah.
Cylinder's can bat now. Of course, to the appeal for out there, the umpire has to decide, and he has given him a run out. All right, welcome back to the Benjamin's Park. The play has resumed, and immediately there's an appeal for leg before there.
Chairman of Grenada's National Sports Council, Patrick Simmons, says they will continue to cooperate with the various stakeholders for the development of sports in Grenada. Coming on the heels of the Intercol Championships and Carifta Games, Simmons notes that a holistic approach is necessary to elevate and improve the systems of development on the island. We get more in this report.
Improving the nation's athletic and sports system must be a collaborative and integrated effort, with all the stakeholders being on the same page, says Chairman of the Grenada National Sports Council, Patrick Simmons.
And here's the reason why the approach of the council is that we're working collaboratively with you. We're not here to take away anything from you, but we're prepared to work with you to develop whatever you have to take it to the next level, and not to control what you have.
Simmons notes that the Ministry of Youth and Sports has the umbrella role for the development of youth and sports in Grenada, while the Ministry of Education has a pivotal role as the athletes are tied in with the school system. He says the various national associations then play their part, responsible for the different sporting disciplines, plus the National Sports Council, who now has a role within the same structure.
So there must be some great level of collaboration and integration. So in other words, we must have an integrated approach, in dealing, and not only we're not only talking about track and field, but we're talking about the development of sports nationally. Because any major infrastructural development that should take place, then we have the Ministry for Youth and Sports leading the charge on that.
The National Sports Council's chairman explains that they, together with the national associations, would provide input towards sports development, but ultimately the Ministry of Youth and Sports will be the focal point. Simmons adds that there are various development aspects that must be considered, thus other stakeholders will need to be consulted.
So for example, if you decide to look at the nutrition of the athletes, then the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council must have a pivotal role to play in that regard. Now, you're looking at the coaching, then, for example, in track and field, then the GAA would have a major role to play.
He says the National Sports Council's role would be towards assisting the development of clubs or their structure within the various communities.
The school itself, they are closely linked to the community. And notwithstanding that a particular student might be going to a particular school, but because of the community that they live in, that community may have a club that is not so tightly associated with that particular school, but the child itself or the athlete itself would be able to benefit from whatever development is taking place within that particular community.
Simmons notes that all the stakeholders have a vital role to play, which includes the community that takes in the parents who provide encouragement, guidance, and moral support for the development of the athletes.
Gerard Joseph reporting there. The excitement is building as the senior women's national team prepares for their penultimate match in the CONCACAF Women Qualifiers. The team is set to face off against the Cayman Islands on Tuesday, with kickoff scheduled for 5:30 p.m. at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. A highlight of this squad is the call-up of rising star Giselle Mello. After making her memorable debut for Grenada during the CONCACAF Under-17 qualifiers, Mello has transitioned to the senior team. She shared her experience thus far as she looks ahead to representing Grenada once more.
So I started soccer when I was about 4 years old, just for fun, playing competitively. And then when I turned about 13, that's when I joined my first really intense competitive team. And from there, I just found a love for soccer. And I've really grown to want to mature in this sport and play and take this to my whole future. And then earlier this year in January, I was at a combine and I got asked to play for the Grenadian U17 tournament in Nicaragua. It was a great experience, honestly. I got to play for my country, play outside of Canada, which I've never done before, and I was just so blessed. And then after that, I got asked to play for the senior women's national team, and it's just been blessing upon blessing this year, and I'm so grateful for where I am today.
All right, go light up the world as a football player. Finally, in the sports news, this evening on Beyond the Headlines, GBN brings you a special program featuring Grenada's Olympic medalists. Join Brenda Baptiste from 8:30 for an inspiring and exclusive conversation with Grenada's sporting heroes as they reflect on Carifta 2026, as well as their achievements and what can be done to propel young athletes onto the global stage. Watch live on GBN TV, GBN's Facebook page and YouTube channel, or join the discussion by calling 440-1252. Don't miss this evening's Beyond the Headlines from 8:30. Brenda Baptiste will be in for Colin Dow. All right, that's the sports news for now. The Pigeon Point Heritage Park in Tobago reopened to the public on Friday, one day after it was closed following the fatal jet ski accident that claimed the life of a 7-year-old. The operation of jet skis at Pigeon Point and in the Boku Reef Marine Park has come under harsh public criticism since Wednesday's tragic accident.
It is a quieter day on the beach today, and noticeably absent is jet skis and even vessels. The operation of jet skis at Pigeon Point and in the Boku Reef Marine Park has come under harsh public criticism since Wednesday's tragic accident. Chief Secretary Fali Augustine signaled a possible ban on jet skis, adopting a zero-tolerance approach. Speaking to TTT News off camera, tour operators expressed disapproval.
You can't demonize, right, a whole industry for a man's action and behavior, right? The individual was wrong. A child lost his life, right? And we all are saddened for this situation.
Instead, they accuse authorities of failing to enforce laws that currently exist to ensure safety in and around the water. Meanwhile, head of the Tobago Marine Safety and Security Services Limited, Alvin Douglas, is against a total ban on jet skis, noting they are an integral part of search and rescue in the water.
The jet ski by itself is probably the fastest, the entity that is going to be part of your rescue scenario inside of that area.
Apart from operating as a rescue vessel, Mr. Douglas believes jet skis should not be used commercially within the Boku Reef Marine Park.
They definitely can't operate inside of the Boku Reef. Not only for the patrons, but for the ecosystem, for the animals inside there. It is too shallow.
Zoning, enforcement and education are his suggestions for improving safety. As for eliminating all vessels from near the designated swimming area in Pigeon Point to reduce collision with bathers, Mr. Douglas said that might be more difficult. The Chief Secretary announced at Thursday's Post-Executive Council media briefing that new enforcement measures will be coming within the next 2 weeks. We wait to see what these enforcement measures would be like. But in the meantime, I am Candice Jackson reporting from Tobago for TTT News.
Further afield, after 21 hours of closed-door diplomacy, U.S. President Donald Trump's response to the U.S.-Iran talks was public and emphatic, with the president vowing to blockade the Strait of Hormuz. The talks in Islamabad ended without agreement. The U.S. said Iran wouldn't agree to abandon its nuclear ambitions, and the Iranian side said America had not earned their trust.
America's vice president left here with no breakthrough to show for his efforts. After marathon talks lasting almost 24 hours, he appeared early morning looking deflated and calling it a day.
The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America.
It was, he said, the nuclear issue where things came unstuck.
The fact is that we need to see an affirmative commitment that they will not seek a nuclear weapon, and they will not seek the tools that would enable them to quickly achieve a nuclear weapon. That is the core goal of the President of the United States, and that's what we've tried to achieve through these negotiations.
The news from Islamabad prompted a furious reaction back in Washington and a threat from President Trump to escalate this war yet further, with the U.S. naval blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, which is already shut by Iran. It raises the spectre of markets plunging where they open tomorrow and clashes at sea. Talks here were historic and serious, the highest level face-to-face U.S. negotiations with Iran since its revolution in the 70s. The Iranians were sounding more conciliatory than the Americans, saying some progress had been made.
On some issues, we actually reached mutual understanding, but there was a gap over 2 or 3 important issues, and ultimately the talks didn't result in an agreement.
Pakistani mediators say the diplomacy is not over yet.
We hope that the two sides continue with the positive spirit to achieve durable peace and prosperity for the entire region and beyond. it is imperative that the parties continue to uphold their commitment to ceasefire.
There's now a frantic effort by many other nations to help put the diplomacy back on track. There is so much at stake.
A resumption in hostilities is now more than possible, but for the Americans, the challenge is that the use of force has failed to solve the Iran problem, its nuclear issue, and its control now, the Strait of Hormuz, in 6 weeks of war. So why should it now?
Talks here may have foundered, but clearly made some progress. There is a chance of building on that, but not if the US is embarking on yet more escalation, this time at sea.
Stay with us. We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. A reminder of the headlines. Grenadians warned against participating in malicious banking scams. Police investigate reported assault near SGU campus. Saraka highlights culture, tradition and community spirit in Grenada. Grenada's month-long national solidarity campaign in support of Cuba to begin tomorrow. Swim Week surpasses target as Grenada's efforts to build a nation of swimmers continues. Also in the news, regionally, Pigeon Point tragedy sparks call for jet ski reform. Internationally, Donald Trump vows to blockade Strait of Hormuz following collapse of U.S.-Iran talks. Plus in the sports news, 6-wicket haul against St. Lucia by Shamel Hilaire ensures a victory for Grenada in Windward Islands Under-19 Championship. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom in the Grenadian capital. Beyond the headlines from 8:30 on GBN TV and of course our social media platforms. Brenda Baptiste is already at TV Centre. Join her at 8:30. Goodbye.